Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Brave and the Bold number 100. So this is a request someone said I should do. There's a bunch of superheroes in this comic. There's Batman, Green Lantern, Black Canary, Robin, and Green Arrow all teaming up in this comic. So I decided to change Hal Jordan's voice. I used to have, if I can remember correctly, his voice was like really scratchy when I did it. Like I did it like the game Injustice 2, I made Green Lantern's voice sound like that, but I'm going to make him sound more like a soldier, I guess, like more like Captain America. And I'm going to make Green Arrow sound kind of like more like Clint Eastwood or something like that. But Batman's critical. The slightest move will kill him. Warrior in a wheelchair. And there's a Dead Man story, but I'm not reading it because it's a reprint of another story. It's already in another comic, so I'm not going to read that one. But Gotham City Hall, dawn. So there's a sniper trying to look for Batman. He sees a cat and a janitor, a policeman, and some, I guess, like detective or businessman. And he finds Batman. Kapow! A wail of an ambulance in the fresh new day. A wail like a whole city's anguish. Vital signs steady. He's alive. There's hope, Commissioner. Thank God. But a bullet near the heart. Doctor, can even Batman beat that? They got him at last. The worst criminal scum of all. The drug ring. They cut him down because they knew he swore eternal war against them. Gotham Hospital, a cathedral of healing and pain. A patient, miraculously conscious, mere minutes later, is rushed into the hushed room. Batman, Commissioner, as hospital director, I want you to understand what we're up against. As you see, the bullet penetrated the pericardium, or serious sac, and luckily stopped at the left article, the left chamber. An operation is vital, and quickly, but it's very risky. The only surgeon for the job is Dr. Hellstrom of Zurich. He's the world's best. With him, you've got a chance. But Dr. Hellstrom couldn't be here by plane until Friday. That's 3 days. Meantime, Batman, you must remain immobilized. A wrong movement could be fatal. You heard him, Batman? Gordon knows what I'm thinking. That by Friday, the biggest heroin shipment ever will have been smuggled into Gotham by the international drug ring. The one crime I'd give my whole career, even my life, to stop. And now I'm helpless. Tuesday, July 10th, 1 p.m. A sunken figure stares at the city he loves, his brain seething with bitter thoughts. And the warrior in a wheelchair. The deadly circle. It's almost complete. From the poppy fields of Turkey to the labs of Marseille, to the big dealer here in Gotham, to the street pushers, and at last to the kids who will buy the junk that'll ruin their lives, their families, and breed new hell in the streets. So begins the crowning saga of the Brave and the Bold series, the ultimate experience of this 100th anniversary issue, that reunites Batman and 4 allies as the masked manhunter, survivor of countless desperate combats, now must face a supreme challenge to save an entire generation, while threatened by death itself. And then he says, as he becomes a warrior in a wheelchair. I can't let it happen. I won't. I'll stop that shipment if it's the last thing I do. My God! I'm all right, Alfred. Just my chest aches, burns. You must not move, sir. You could die. Please don't leave that chair again. I know, but the one time in my life I need these hands, these legs, every ounce and inch, every fiber of my being. I'm a cripple. A crippled bat doesn't fly, Alfred. The familiar figure sinks into despair beyond utterance, unaware of a tiny companion that shares his high perch. But a sudden buzzing more suddenly still pulls the man from his stupor. A fly, caught in the spider's web, and there's the web spinner, just sitting pretty. Now he leisurely crawls toward his victim, and he didn't have to budge an inch to catch it. Of course, that's it. To catch the flies I'm after, the bat must turn spider. Alfred, call Robin. I need him here. Quickly. And he snaps his fingers. Tuesday, July 10th, 6 p.m. Hi. I was starting back from college to be here with you. Anyway, when Alfred's call came, the TV, I saw the news. My God, are you all right? I'm alive, Dick. Thanks for coming. Alfred's call was just insurance. I've no doubt of you. Bruce? Dick. Those two together again. Now maybe Gotham's kids have but one more chance. Tuesday, 8 p.m., and as the setting sun of a simmering summer night gilds the cobbles, there comes the measured tread of a trio unique. What's the true scoop? The bad guy's really goofing off. And we're the summer replacement show, right? Tell this bearded boaster I'm fool enough to love where it's at. Will do. Sure, Batman's goofing. With a 30.06 slug, a silly millimeter from his heart. He not only needs us, he needs a miracle. Oliver Queen, Dinah Lance, Hal Jordan, or, to an admiring world, Green Arrow, Black Canary, Green Lantern. In Gotham? Why, let's listen. Okay, so he needs us. That's why I came. But why all the mystery? It's Batman's turf, G.A. We do it his way. We're almost there. Shortly. 3 wrist radios stashed in a can? What kind of phony cloak and dagger stuff? Batman had no time to set things up formally. We need instant communication with him. He'll give us our instructions as things break. Speaking of communication, the ghetto punks boost the coin boxes just to get a bread for junk. Check, G.A. But then maybe so would you, if that's all that gave you escape from the streets. Don't lecture me on the drug problem, Lantern. I been into it with Speedy, my own ward. Oh, Big Daddy's a real generation gap veteran. Cut it. Maybe I'm not the best image the kid could have had. But I didn't make this world. In any case, we got a chance to strike a blow against dope. Right here in Gotham. Following Batman's orders. Exactly every minute. No matter what, right? Right. Right on. Now, as a secret frequency goes into use. Bird Boy to Mr. Arachnid. Communications established. Thanks, Bird Boy. Green Arrow's a hard charger. Green Lantern's the anchor man. Black Canary? I can't figure out why we need her. You will. Now stand by. You're my backstopper. The ball game starts at 2 a.m. Suddenly, a special phone rings. Gordon here. Listen, you can't run this operation alone, sitting there helplessly. I'm not Commissioner. Robin, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Black Canary. They're my eyes and ears and legs. But drug trafficking is a police matter. I agree. But one misstep by a single detective or patrolman, and the whole deal will blow sky high. Can you keep out until I need you? We're up against the kingpin of international junk merchants, Belknap himself, and he's trickier than a cobra on glass. The only chance of stopping this shipment, and any others, is doing things my way. Now I've got to keep my other communication channels open and clear. Click. My chest, pain like a hot iron. Must keep calm. Got to emulate my web-spinning friend here. And wait for the next fly to bow us into the trap. At this moment, it is afternoon of the next day in a villa on a Swiss lake. The shipment's ready to go, Mr. Belknap. It's a large and important one. I have some misgivings. Better run a test on the delivery channels. Tuesday, 11 p.m., and a dozing man awakes to the hum of a city cloaked in the heat of the night. Time to start the game. Old Spider can sleep. His web's done. But I've still got to spin mine. This is my key. Without it, I wouldn't even be in this game. A coded system of connections. The drug ring uses to get the shipments into Gotham and into the hands of the big dealers. Lucky I came by it. A dealer the drug ring shot for holding out on them gave it to me on his deathbed. Now let's see if I crack the code right. Mr. Arachnid to Ace Archer. And on a dark street, Archer to Arachnid. Here we go, chum. Here are your orders. Wednesday, July 11th, 1:30 a.m. Gotham City's main post office.
What better way to ship junk into the States than this way? Clever and simple. 2 o'clock. There's the window. And 2 postal workers making a pickup. Could be it. They picked up the packages. Batman said to make sure. Excuse me, fellas. Could I inspect those? Huh? They're bugging out. Move!
The next moment, a sinewy arm flexes a bone bow of whiplash power and...
Batman was right. Phonies. Uh-oh. Somebody's grandma's fruit cake's going to have a metallic taste. But better it than me.
Again the bone bow bends and... twing! Oh. Then...
One dead. One got away. But I got the stuff. A whole cartload of it. White, fine. Must be 100 keys of uncut
what is that? Zag here.
Worth millions cut and sold in the street. It's not junk. It's sugar.
And key is 1 kilo or 2 pounds. I know most people probably know that nowadays. But Wednesday, July 11th, 6 a.m. And dawn of another hot day sears into the streets of Gotham. So Belknap was running a test. He even sacrificed one of his goons to find out. Now he must guess I'm spinning a web for him. But now we know the shipment hasn't arrived yet. But it could come through the next channel. Wake up, Spidey. There's more flies to catch. Oh, my chest. Got to keep going. Can't collapse. And where another day has reached the zenith over snow-capped peaks.
So some crazy archer was jamming the mail channel? Interesting. Almost sounds like Batman's involved. But we got rid of him. He's an invalid waiting for an operation. No, can't be the Caped Crusader. Run the next channel. We'll see who salutes.
Wednesday, July 11th, 2:30 p.m. You snared another one, pal. Time to see if my own web's working. Mr. Arachnid to Emerald Gladiator. Half an hour later, at Gotham River docks, Batman said the next possible connection had to do with that rusty tub just arrived from Europe, and sometime around this hour. Moments later, his power ring gives Green Lantern a special vantage point. Longshoreman and loading a foreign car, rather on the sly. Blazes! They're switching it with an identical job from the barge. And within minutes, now they're taking the offloaded car upriver? I get it. It's got to be crammed with dope. Custom turns imported cars inside out these days. But this one they'll never see. While the switched buggy, takes his place on the ship's manifest list. Soon, now they shove it into the van and take off to unload a fortune and heartbreak somewhere. Smooth. Time to break this connection. A freak claw! Shove her off! Blast! I moved too slow. Got to retract the claw and make a bullet shield. Kapoo! Kapoo! Must let those creeps escape. To retrieve the car. It's got the goodies I'm after. But a few moments later, nothing! A big shipment would have occupied every nook and cranny. It's a fake! Wednesday, July 11th, 7 p.m., and another torrid day melts towards an end. So Belknap was testing again. He's a cunning hyena. Now he's got to be suspicious. You're not listening, Spidey. Asleep again, eh? But your web's catching flies. Mine's not. And where the other contestant in this strange struggle broods?
It's puzzling. Another channel blocked by another costumed clown. Batman's little helpers? Could be. We'll try channel 3 and see.
I think Batman might be my favorite superhero. I'm pretty sure he and Wolverine are my favorite superheroes. I like Batman because he's very smart. He's very smart, and I like his villains a lot. And I like all those characters in Batman. I think he's probably my favorite superhero. But Thursday, July 12th, 1 p.m. A hard, hot rain falls on Gotham. Mr. Arachnid to Bird Boy. Emergency. I can't raise Black Canary. I need her for the next connection. The flippy female's probably got her wrist radio jammed with a bobby pin. I'll take her place. You can't. Just find her and make sure that by 2:30 she's at this address. 368 Milford Avenue. Now along drenched, steaming streets, the boy wonder hunts. Almost 2:30, and I've covered every spot she might be. I warned Batman she'd be a problem. Those legs! Come on, a man with a bullet in his chest is counting on you. Gee, this comic, I don't know, this comic's kind of sexist. I don't know if that's, I don't know, it's kind of sexist. But anyway, but the rain ruined my hair. I had to dry out. And the dryer jammed Batman's call, I know. Come on. Shortly, as the skies clear, I told him I could handle this. No, Robin Bobbin. This is one place even boy chauvinists can't go. Yes, I think all the weird, the dialogue in that is because this was during the civil rights movement and all that, the feminists. I think this was made in the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. So that's when all the, civil rights stuff was going on. But in the United States. But, soon inside, Monique de la Tour just flew in from France for this lecture. Batman suspects she may have brought something past customs. But how? Her logic's a bit rough. But her ideas aren't bad. Then, as the lecture concludes,
One moment, laddies. I will give out these copies of my book. Think I'll get one. So sorry, Cherry. There are no more. But what about those 2 cartons back there? These are special copies. Please go, none? I don't believe you, Sherry. One side. Stop her! Phew. So you 2 charmers want to interfere with my reading habits. Femme lib or not, guns are always unladylike. Ooh, psh. Hey, I thought it said no men allowed. Ooh. Gone. That phony French doll. And the other one. But the big load Batman's after must be in these cartons.
But
books! All of it. Books?
Thursday, July 12th, 5 p.m. A half-dead, despairing man gazes out at the city he loves.
So, we blew it. Each of the 3 connection channels proved to be dry runs. Belknap's outwitted us.
But doesn't he have it to bring it in somehow?
Yes. But now we haven't the slightest idea where and how. And tomorrow, chum, my time's up. I go under the knife. I failed.
No, don't think that. You've risked everything. Your life, your... Batman! He's collapsed!
And 3,000 miles away.
I'm positive now. Even though half dead, Batman still fights me. Somehow we knew about each connection channel. But we must get that shipment into Gotham City. It says Batman will be operated on tomorrow by the famous Dr. Hellstrom of this country.
That night, at Zurich Airport.
Careful, that machine is necessary for my operation in America tomorrow.
Of course, Dr. Hellstrom. Friday, July 13th, 9 a.m. Gotham Hospital.
Well, here goes. If I die, my only regret is not having stopped Belknap. Don't punish yourself, Batman. You did all you could. Good luck, friend. See you both. Soon, I hope.
The best of luck, old pal.
And 3 unique people gather for whatever comfort is to be had.
The bad guy goes under the knife any minute. Well, the stuff could be entering Gotham right now.
What can we do? We've no leads. Batman was our brains, our nerve center. Let's get to the hospital. Now, under the blazing lights where human skill and nerve battle death, the Caped Crusader begins what may be his last adventure.
Dr. Hellstrom, it's a great honor to assist you.
A greater honor for me to try to save this great man's life.
His body functions will be monitored by this machine, my own invention to stabilize the system under the shock of surgery. Patient under first stage of anesthesia.
Good luck. Good. Oh, no, so that was the other guy is Dr. Helsh. So, patient under first stage of anesthesia.
Good. You, doctor, will begin. I shall take over at the critical part.
Now, as the Batman sinks deeper into the twilight world of the anesthesia, a bizarre fantasy begins. So he's fighting Belknap, or the German drug dealer. He's in like a web. And now Batman's thinks he's gonna get stabbed by the surgeon. Well, he is getting stabbed by the surgeon, but it's like he's in fear of it.
No!
The anesthesia's made him berserk! Help me! Get him back down! Give me him more anesthetic! He's got superhuman strength! As the Batman feels himself being overwhelmed, he touches a tiny button on his wristwatch. And where a tense group waits.
Robin, you flipped? You can't go in there. Batman's alarm signal.
It's never been wrong yet. Huh? What in?
Robin, Hellstrom's a phony. He's really Belknap.
Stealth. He's suffering operational convulsions.
Oh. Sorry, sir, that explains it.
No.
Why, he isn't Dr. Hellstrom.
Belknap, get him!
Oh, one step, and this scalpel will finish him.
The sudden hush, the twang of a bowstring, and twig zoom. Nice shot, G.A. I got this rat. Batman! Is he alive? Barely, but only the real Dr. Hellstrom could save him. And what's happened to him?
Call Switzerland, call Switzerland, Doc, pronto.
Shortly,
the Swiss police found Belknap's goons holding Hellstrom in his own house, but it'll take him 6 jet hours to get here.
Batman hasn't got 6 hours. 2, maybe 3 at most. Then I've got another way. Soon the world's most famous surgeon takes his fastest transatlantic trip via powering aerocar. Shortly, the patient is completely under Dr. Hellstrom. But as the precious moments tick by and Batman's life sands trickle out, my monitoring apparatus that the criminal stole to make his impression of me convincing, it's not working. The patient is sinking.
What is this? Packed inside, jamming it.
The shipment.
Fantastic.
Oh, wow. Now once again, as skilled hands and steel nerves resume the delicate work of cheating the ultimate enemy,
he's got to live. He can't die. Not him.
Saturday, July 14th. As dawn tints Gotham City.
The operation is a success. Batman will live. Hurrah!
The following day,
Belknap's scheme was ingenious. As Hellstrom, he'd have the satisfaction of killing you personally, claiming the operation had failed. Aware that only the assisting surgeon might know what he looked like, he made sure he wore his surgical mask before entering the operating area.
And he knew Hellstrom's machine would be passed through customs, unexpected and under special permit.
Check. Then he'd leave with the machine filled with junk to make his connection worth millions. But how'd you guess who he really was, Bat Guy? When I grabbed his wrist, I partly exposed his arm. It bore needle marks. I remember Belknap himself was an addict.
Wowee. So he got hooked into prison by his own junk. Beautiful. You're some amazing guy, Batman.
I try harder, but then I couldn't have done it without all of you, and a certain small, eight-legged friend of mine.
And so the story is by Bob Haney and Jim Aparo, and the end. See, I don't know. I know making Green Arrow's voice, it didn't sound like Clint Eastwood. I don't know what kind of voice I was doing for him. It's sort of like I wanted to do it different from Commissioner Gordon's voice, so I made it like a little lighter, like less intense. But it wasn't like Clint Eastwood. It's kind of hard to describe the voice I did. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.